Story 1. How the Whale Got His Throat.
Once upon a time, there was a whale in the sea, and he ate fish. The whale eats so many fish that eventually only one very small fish remains in the sea. It is a 'stute fish.
If I swim behind his ear, he can't catch me, and he can't eat me.
The whale stands up on his tail.
I'm hungry.
Noble cetacean, do you like the taste of man?
I don't know. What does man taste like?
Very nice, but a bit lumpy.
Well, go on. Find me some men to eat.
One man is enough. I can tell you where you can find a man. You must swim to latitude 50 north, longitude 40 west, and there you can find a shipwrecked mariner on a raft in the middle of the sea. He's wearing blue trousers and suspenders.
So, whale swims and swims as fast as possible across the sea. And when he finds the mariner, he opens his enormous mouth and eats him, and the raft too. But the mariner is very clever. When he realizes where he is, he says,
"No whale can eat me. I'll show him."
and he starts to jump,
Take that,
and thump,
and that.
and dance a jig on the whale's ribs.
That will teach you.
Poor whale is very unhappy. He feels ill.
This man is certainly very lumpy. And now I've got a stomachache. What can I do, 'stute fish?
I'll ask him to come out. Come out, man. Please. Whale's got hiccups. He feels ill.
No, you must take me home to England. Then I'll come out.
Whale and 'stute fish decide to take the mariner home as fast as possible. But when they arrive, the mariner has a surprise for Whale.
Listen, whale, I used my suspenders and raft to make a grate for your throat. Now you can never eat men again.
Whale is very angry. He coughs and coughs, but the grate doesn't move.
Goodbye, whale. Don't be angry. You can still eat small fish.
That man was too lumpy anyway. Maybe small fish taste nicer.
I think it's time to hide.
Story 2. How the Rhinoceros Got His Skin.
On an island in the Red Sea, there lives a Parsee. One day, he decides to make a cake.
Now I need flour, currants, sugar, plums and some water.
Parsee's cake is 2 feet wide and 3 feet high.
This is going to be a very superior comestible.
The wonderful smell of cake goes across the island and attracts a particular animal with a horn on his nose, 2 piggy eyes, and no manners, the rhinoceros.
Help!
The rhinoceros follows the wonderful smell. Poor Parsee watches, helpless.
I smell cake.
The cake rolls into the sand. And Rhinoceros picks it up with his horn and goes away, happily swishing his tail.
Whoever takes the Passy's cakes makes a terrible mistake.
Some weeks later, there is a heat wave. Everyone takes off their clothes.
It's too hot to wear my hat.
It's too hot to wear my skin.
The rhinoceros leaves his skin on the beach.
Ooh, that's better.
Parsee arrives and sees the skin. He smiles a very big smile.
I have a wonderful idea.
He dances round the skin and rubs his hands.
It's time for a lesson, my bad-mannered friend.
Parsee goes home and fills his hat with cake crumbs.
I always have lots of cake crumbs in my hut.
Parsi puts all the crumbs inside the rhinoceros's skin.
Now let's see what happens.
Parsi waits for Rhinoceros to come out of the sea.
I feel wonderful. So refreshed.
When Rhinoceros buttons up his skin,
What's wrong with my skin? It's so tickly.
it tickles like cake crumbs in bed.
How can I stop this terrible tickle?
So he rolls and rolls.
Oh no, that's worse.
And he rubs and rubs, but his buttons fly off, and strange folds appear in his skin.
My buttons. Now I can't take off my skin. Now I've got folds in my legs too. And I feel so itchy.
Your mistake, my wrinkled robber of cake.
This is why all rhinoceroses have wrinkles and a very bad temper.
You can't have a cake without the crumbs, dear reader. I've got you under my skin.
Story 3. The Elephant's Child.
Once upon a time, the elephant was different. Look, he hasn't got a trunk. Just a short, fat nose like a boot. Elephant's Child is very curious.
Uncle Giraffe, why have you got spots?
Giraffe spanks Elephant's Child.
You are full of insatiable curiosity.
Aunt Hippopotamus, why have you got red eyes?
Aunt Hippopotamus spanks Elephant's Child too.
What insatiable curiosity!
One day, Elephant's Child asks an interesting new question.
What does the crocodile have for dinner?
All the other elephants say,
Hush!
in a loud voice. And then they all spank Elephant's Child for a long time.
I must discover what the crocodile has for dinner.
Cola Bird decides to help Elephant's Child.
Out to the great green Limpopo River and ask your question there.
Elephant's Child decides to leave for the Limpopo River.
I am going to find out what the crocodile has for dinner.
He walks for a long time, eating bananas and melons, until he reaches the Limpopo River. There he meets bicoloured python rock snake.
Excuse me, is there a crocodile in these parts?
Of course there is, you silly child.
Oh, good. Do you know what he usually has for dinner?
Then Elephant's Child sees another new animal.
Excuse me, is there a crocodile in these parts?
I am a crocodile.
Please, can you tell me what you have for dinner, crocodile?
Certainly, little one. Today I'm going to have Elephant's Child.
Ow! Let go! My poor nose! My poor nose!
Bicoloured python rock snake hears the commotion and comes to offer advice.
Pull with all your force, my friend. Crocodile is very strong.
I'm trying, but I'm tired.
The snake and Elephant's Child pull together.
It's time for some high tension, my elastic elephant.
Finally, the crocodile lets go. He's very angry.
No more insatiably curious Elephant's Child for me.
Look at me. What can I do with a nose like this?
Well, you, can, hit irritating flies, or eat a lot of leaves, or put a refreshing mud cap on your head when it's hot.
The other elephants are very surprised when they see Elephant's Child's nose.
Look, everyone, look at my wonderful new nose. It's so useful.
All the elephants decide to visit the crocodile because they want new noses.
And that is how the elephant got his trunk.